Yeah.
based on where we are right now. We're going live right now, baby. What's really, really good, y'all? YouTube, Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, social media world, everybody on the interwebs. What's really good? It's your boy Aaron Bevins, the millennial entrepreneur, and the one and only Joey Bebo. Today is day 5 of the 90-day challenge. We're going live, and our objective is to generate $250,000 in 90 days with $0 marketing expenses. And this was Joey's idea. I'm just glad to be a part of it, and we're gonna make it happen. How you feeling, Joey?
I'm feeling great today, bro. Monday's my favorite day of the week, so I have no complaints today.
I hope y'all don't mind, man. I'm gonna be eating while me and Joey are making calls. I went to go get some Chick-fil-A. Wow, dude, I should be sponsored by
I
Chick-fil-A,
was about
fam.
to say we got to get you a sponsor for Chick-fil-A because they probably would give you a little promo for
Bro,
that.
let me just say this really quick before we hop into our intro and all that. Bro, guys, if y'all have not tried the sweet and spicy sriracha sauce from Chick-fil-A, let me just tell you, please don't die because you have not lived yet, fam. It is so good. It is so good. Eyes involuntarily rolling into the back of your head. Also, life hack, mix your lemonade with Sprite. I don't know what it is about it, but have the Chick-fil-A person who's ringing up your order mix the lemonade with Sprite. Get the sweet and spicy sriracha. Don't get the spicy deluxe sandwich because it might be a little bit much for some of you Caucasians, but just get the
What you
regular
trying to say?
get the regular joint with the sweet and spicy sriracha, and I'm telling you, joint goes dumb hard.
No, us white people over here are gonna do the sweet and spicy with the spicy sandwich. Come on now, we could handle this.
I love it. I love it. Chris Gomez says we won't mind next time. You got to get some for everyone, bro.
Facts.
I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. So, the name of the game is $250,000 each in 90 days. Let me give you a little update on where we are. We're 5 days into the challenge, and the dope thing about it is that right now we're collectively between me and Joey, we're at 3 contracts. I think as a team we're at 4 contracts, actually executed and ratified, meaning they've been signed. Currently working on disposition. And holy moly, bro, we are only like 2.5 minutes into this. We have 150 people live across all platforms.
Oh,
What is
let's go
on Monday? Let's
on
go.
Monday.
IG, YouTube, we got 16 people on Facebook. What's good, y'all? All right, let me just say this. Just quick update on the challenge. We are 4 contracts already executed and ratified. They've been sent over to our disposition partner, whose name is Chris Crump, and he is currently working on getting these deals sold. We're really, really excited about it. And dude, I know that we're gonna crush our goal. I'm
Yeah,
incredibly excited about this.
I'm excited about it. And I was doing the math the other day in my head, and I was thinking, like, technically, all we have to do this month is 50K with the momentum that we're doing, and then 100 and 100. We're probably going to do at least 100K this month. The momentum's going to carry into the next 2, and it's going to be ridiculous. So I'm
That's what
just
I'm saying.
excited to see where we're going to be by the end of this challenge because we already have so much momentum off the first couple days. It's like not even funny. The fact that we even have
Uh,
a contract already, like
yeah,
just full transparency, I have not called into San Antonio until last Tuesday when we began this challenge, and that's where my first contract is. So that just shows you like you don't have to be too good at this stuff. You just have to get into the market and make the calls. And we weren't even at 10 offers a day last week at all. I think we were at like 3 to 4. So
bro. I
wait
think
until we're
yeah.
like today. I will not go to sleep today until I have at least 10 offers in, and it's going to carry into the rest of this week. And just wait and see how many contracts we have by the end of this week.
Yeah, facts. 100%. 100%. Now, in projected revenue, right now, one of mine is a 10. The other that we thought would be a 30 dropped down to a 10 because of a rehash. So that's 20. What's the projected on yours?
I could probably net 25 on the one I have, the triplex, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be taking it down. So I'm going to have Chris try to dispo it. And if we get it first, we're going to buy it. I'll make 10K. If I don't buy it, then it's going to be probably like 25K. So there's enough room on that one.
Yeah, so right now we're looking at about 35K in projected revenue. And by the way, guys, this is super conservative. And I just got a verbal acceptance. I don't know if y'all were tuning in live last week, but if y'all remember a realtor by the name of Sunday, beautiful soul, great person, just awesome personality. I walked the property with Sunday on Saturday, and on Friday
It
actually,
was
on
Fridays.
Friday, yeah,
Yeah.
Friday. Um, the property's listed for 190. What up, Q? Quintin, what's up, Amanda? Um, so the property is listed for 190. Okay, I offered her 135. They came back with a 147 offer plus but that also includes the 5% in realtor commissions that I'll need to pay. So it dropped our $25,000 projected spread on that deal to, excuse me, 12,500. Now that's not executed yet. It's not actually signed, but I did get the verbal agreement today, and they did say that they'll be sent. The realtor is going to be drawing up the purchase agreement for me to sign today. So, all types of great successes and momentum coming our way. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. That's crazy. We have 120 people live right now across all platforms on Monday. That's really, really wild. Shout out to everybody here. Facebook user says, what types of lists are you calling? Do you want to answer this while I get the intro ready,
Yeah,
Joey?
we're doing all on market lists. So we're going on Redfin, finding basically any investor criteria that's been listed longer than 45 days, building a list ourselves, and then calling it. That's how we're doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the objective, Facebook user, is to generate $250,000 each with $0 in marketing expenses. So we are calling using free platforms like Zillow. We're curating lists for using filters that allow us to call individuals and realtors and listings that have the highest propensity to be able to sell at a deeply discounted price. So with that said, we're about to start making these calls, making it happen right after this intro video. Let's get it.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the school, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.
We out here very, very heavy. We're not gonna spare any time. It's Monday. It's fun day. It's time to make it happen. Let's start making these calls, baby.
Let's
We're
get
here
it.
for one reason only, and that's to make some money.
Today we're starting in Fort Worth. I think Aaron's gonna hit the top of the list still in San Antonio. But Chris Crump, get ready. We're coming for you, buddy. We got a lot of deals that are gonna be getting locked up in Fort Worth and Dallas today. So just be ready.
Facts. Facts. All right. Let's pull this joint up real quick. Row 24, right under. So you want me to start at the top?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah, I'm starting right at the bottom.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole
Hello?
team
Please
here.
leave your message for
Nope. Can I call you later? What's a good time to call? Santerre. Cool.
All right, first one, no answer on them.
There's some realtors I am excited to call in the middle of this list. They have like 4 or 5 listings each.
Dang.
Putting in that work.
I like working with hustlers.
Facts.
Those of you who are just tuning in, the objective is $250,000 in 90 days with $0 marketing expenses, calling realtors, building relationships with brokers. And our exit strategy, for the most part, is assigning and double closing.
2433.
What up, Kev? Tayani says, did you know Chick-fil-A sandwich has more than 55 ingredients?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Lydia, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property on Olive Street. Just wanted to see if you had thought about selling, or you wanted to see if you were still interested in, if the property was still listed. Sorry, I forgot I was calling a realtor. But yeah, definitely feel free to call me back. I just want to see if we're a good fit, and hopefully we can talk soon. All right, bye. Dang, I sounded like an idiot. It's Monday, y'all. Bear with
That
me.
is the Monday scaries right there. Not the Sunday scaries. That's a Monday scaries for you.
Yo, I probably sounded so stupid just right now, dog.
Oh, it happens.
Not
Just
even
for all you new
bad.
people out there, don't worry. You can still call it. Don't matter how stupid you sound. As long as you get the words out, that's all that matters.
Facts.
If anything, you're gonna make her day when she hears that. So she'll be like, "God, at least someone is having a rougher Monday than I was."
Facts. Elisha says, great strategy. I love it. Victor says, what software do you use to pull agents' info? Are you ready for this, Victor? You ready? Zillow, fam.
Redfin too.
Zillow and Redfin. Zillow and Redfin. And basically, we're just looking up the listings, pulling up certain filters, and then cross-reference, looking up that agent, finding their number, and putting them on a spreadsheet and calling them.
Hi, Ozzy. My name is Joseph. I'm a real estate investor. I was calling about the listing you had on Myrtle Street.
Yes, sir.
Say it again.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Joseph.
Is that still available right now?
It is.
Okay, awesome. What can you tell me about the property? Because I don't see any pictures of the inside or outside. I just see like literally the one picture of like the front of the house.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a complete rehab.
Okay.
It's an investor special.
Investor special. Okay, that's what drew me into this one.
Correct. Yeah, but you're looking anywhere between 50, 60, 70, even maybe up to 80 to rehab it.
Got
It's not
it.
a tear down.
It's not a tear down, you said?
It is not.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so it's manageable, but pretty much it needs foundation. It needs a roof, and it needs to be updated.
Okay, and how is it structurally other than the foundation?
That is the structure. Well, it has good bones.
The bones
So
of it are
correct.
good. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
It just it needs to be. I'm not sure about the plumbing. I think the plumbing still works.
Okay. Is everything, I'm guessing, like all the wiring and plumbing and
Needs to be
everything,
redone.
it's all original, I'm guessing?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Understood. And is there any wiggle room off the purchase price right now?
The what?
Is there any room off the purchase price right now, or is that firm at 170?
Everything's negotiable, sir.
Beautiful. Okay. I love that. And if we fix this up, because I am looking at this as a flip, what would it appraise for on the back end?
From my comps and everything that I've seen, okay, well, the thing is that me personally, if I was to sell a completely remodeled house, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking anywhere minimum 225 to 300,000.
220.
Because everything around there is being gentrified. You got new construction all over the place.
Okay.
But it's taking some time, right?
Got it.
And just it's seasonal. More real estate is seasonal.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So now that the school's back on, there's gonna be a lot less buyers. And right now, with the interest rates going up and continuing to go up, it's kind of slowed down.
Understood.
But because people are still coming in here and moving to Texas, by the time you know it, it's gonna be another Bishop Arts.
Exactly.
Especially because Fair Park is right there.
Understood. Okay. And what's the reason that the owner's selling this one?
Heirs.
They're heirs, you said?
Correct. They inherited the property.
Okay.
So now pretty much everybody wants to they don't want to deal with it anymore, and they just want to sell it and divide up the net proceeds.
Okay. And if I made an offer that like made sense, would you be okay if I like? 'Cause sometimes what I'll do to get the price down a little bit with the owner is I'll pay like the buy side of your commission. Is there a way that we could work that into this deal?
Of course.
Awesome.
I can do it intimidating.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, because I'm unrepresented for this one, so like obviously I don't have an agent or anything.
Sure. No, I do have to advise you that they've turned down offers of 130 and 145.
God, and was that recent?
Yes, the most recent one was 130.
130. Got it. Okay. Okay, just bear with me. I'm just gonna place you on a brief hold, and I'm just talking to my underwriting team, and I'll come back with a cash offer in like about probably like 30 seconds to a minute, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, let's get it.
Beautiful.
So there's one comp that's kind of weird. Like it sold for 170 and it was fixed up, but like the backyard looks terrible. Everything else is like on the inside's beautiful. Every other comp's above the 200s. So maybe because they didn't do that backyard, that's why it's not fully. It didn't go for like market value, I guess. And then it's a 2-1. It's probably around like 225 ARV. Because everything that's sold above 225 is a 3-2.
Somebody asked if we can share like exactly how we pulled the list. Yes, guys, if you want me to share with you a resource vault with all of the resources that you need to make on offers, the way me and Joey are, send me a DM and I will give that to you. It has a list building video, the on-market script, rehab calculator. It has the flip calculator, the offer calculator, has the appraisal rules, how to underwrite the deal. I'll give it to you for free. We're not doing this to sell you guys anything. We're just offering value. So if you want to pay us back, what you can do is comment fire emojis, whether you're on the replay or you're live. You can tag somebody. You can share this out because this allows us to reach more people and help more people out. Show other people how not to be broke.
I'm trying to see how they got an offer at 130. At 130, it's literally like a 19K profit on a 60K reno. I'm like, what am I missing? Unless
realtors, they be lying.
That's usually what it is.
Why they always lying?
Yeah, I'm about to get back with this guy. Be like, I'm probably at like 90K. I would accept those offers at 130 and run with them because if someone's really offering you 130, like I would take that in a heartbeat. Even at like 110, it's tight. Yeah. All right, cool. Maybe owner financing, but this thing needs a whole reno. It's probably not even. I'm gonna see. Let's see what options we got. Hey, Ozzy, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I looked at the comps. I think like probably 230 is probably the most we'd be able to sell it for because everything else that sold above that was like 3.2s, 1,400 square feet. So we'd have to add square footage and beds and baths to get that high of a number. I think as you said, for the work wise, for us it would probably cost around 60K of work. So honestly, as a cash offer, I'd be way below the other offers you had. I'd probably have to be at like 90K for it to make sense for us.
Yeah. And that's what all the investors say, of course.
Yeah, just because like obviously we got to make a profit on it,
Yes,
and
sir.
typically like if I'm spending 60 grand on the reno, I want to be like at least 40 to 50 grand of profit, you know, like just because the amount of time that it's going to take for us to have to do that type of a renovation, it's not like we're going to get it done in like 2-3 weeks. It's probably going to be at least like 2 to 3 months. So we just got to make
Exactly.
sure it's worth our time. But why didn't they go with the ones at 130? Was that just too low for them?
They want, okay, to be honest, they want a net 150.
They want a net 150.
Correct.
Okay. Do you know if they would maybe be open to like a seller finance kind of situation?
They're not.
They're not. Okay. Yeah, because that as a cash offer, I mean, like I couldn't even. I would love to come up more, but like it just wouldn't make sense even at 100K. It's just like the return's not
Right.
there. And then at 130, I'm literally like basically making 10 grand for like 3 months of work. That would not make sense, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I completely understand.
Yeah. Do you have any other properties that would be good for a flipper like myself, or even buy and holds?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, but do you come across stuff like this?
Of course.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot you a text with my info. When you come across stuff like this, please send it my way. And if it's stuff that's like not even on market and you got it hits your desk, I'll pay you a 5K finder's fee just for bringing us the listing if we end up closing
Really?
on it. Yeah,
All right. Absolutely. Will do. Yeah,
perfect.
send me your info.
Okay, I'll send it over right now.
Appreciate it, Joseph. You have a great one.
Thank you, Ozzy. Have a great day, brother.
You too.
Bye bye.
It's crazy. I feel like sometimes these realtors know that their clients are having them list these properties at stupid prices. You know what I mean? Sometimes they'll even say, they'll be like, I know it's unreasonable, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's no talking to them.
I've had so many of those situations happen, and it's just like that. Honestly, the way I'll work a lead like that is like, all right, cool. I'm gonna circle back in like 2 weeks, then another 3 weeks, and just keep that in a drip campaign because it's like you never know. Like, yeah, they're not it's
Yeah.
only been up 59 days. Give it 159 days, they're gonna accept my offer to 90K. If they don't, unless whoever's offering them 130, maybe it's a buy and hold guy or something, but those numbers do not make sense. 130 plus 60 grand of work, you're in what, 190, and then you could sell for 230. Like you're literally paying like you're basically buying the house to break even.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I don't the offer at oftentimes whenever I hear individuals like especially realtors and sellers say, I just got an offer for X, Y, and Z, and you know it's an unreasonable price. If they're not if they're not lying, I'm always assuming that it's either a wholesaler who doesn't know what they're doing, who's gonna back out of that deal anyway,
Usually.
or probably an owner occupant or like cousin who said that they would buy it, but just give me time. That way I can get
Yeah, and
qualified with them. You know what I'm saying?
and they don't have like a mortgage lender yet, and they're just like not actually serious,
Exactly.
but they're like, oh, I want the house. Yeah, no. That's why I mean with those, my best negotiating tactic I use with anything now I've learned is like, so if you got that offer, why didn't you take it?
Yeah.
And then that you will hear the agent, you'll hear the owner. They're gonna backpedal so quickly unless they actually had it. And if they had it, God bless them. Take that. Like if that was my mother that was in that situation, like you should take that money. Take more money, obviously. But can they actually perform? And that's the biggest thing. And a lot of the times it's wholesalers that offer too much. They ruin it for us that actually know what we're doing. And then now they lock up a seller in a contract, and then they never end up moving it. They have to price reduce, and then they just end up canceling that contract.
Facts.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I wasn't that
Greg,
wholesaler
this
at
is
one point.
Aaron. I was calling about the property there on Natchez Trail. Just wanted to see if it was still available and if we can talk about whether or not we're a good fit. Feel free to call me back at this number and I will text you as well. Hope all is well and hopefully we can talk soon. Bye. You know what's really interesting is I typed in this number and this realtor's phone name came up as well as a reference to another property I had called him about some time ago.
Really? We're like in your phone?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Dude, this is from this realtor. This is a follow-up from 2020. I said, hey, Craig, it's Aaron. I was following up about a property on Cross Ridge. We can admit a formal purchase agreement if you like. And he was like, no, unfortunately, no dice. So he had already rejected me on an on-market offer 3 years ago about, bro. How crazy is that? That's so dope.
No, you got to get him back on the horn.
Guys, look at this. I don't know if you can see it.
Pull it back a little bit.
That's 2020. 2020, y'all, almost 3 years ago, and I'm still
That's
at it,
insane.
fam.
Got to
Just so
stay
y'all
on them
know.
follow-ups.
That's so wild, fam. A matter of fact, I'm gonna call him back right now just so I can double tap him.
Hell yeah.
Hi, you've reached Deborah Douglas with the Deborah Douglas Realty Group. I'm afraid I'm unavailable.
Deborah
at
Douglas.
this time.
Wait. Okay, no wait, why does it say this though? Oh, okay, my bad.
Harry.
Deborah.
Stay on your follow-ups, y'all. Guys, if y'all want access to the script that we're using,
Is this Eduardo?
This is.
Hi, my name's Joseph. I'm a real estate investor. I was calling about the listing you had on Burlington Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
Is that still available right now?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Okay. What could you tell me about this property?
Decent shape, just super outdated. Hasn't really been updated in like 15, 20 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, garage has been converted to an apartment studio. Roof is maybe 10 years old or so, but it's still in pretty good shape. So you'd have to take a look and decide for yourself if you want to go ahead and, switch it now or just leave it. No foundation issues. Only real big issue is the HVAC system. It went out on them last summer, so they've just been using window units.
Got it.
Sellers are semi moved out. They're still kind of living there, but they travel a lot, and they already have their new place down in South Texas. So they're really just waiting for it to sell, and then they'll fully move out.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. And how's like the mechanicals of it? Like I know you said the HVAC is shot. Is like the electrical and plumbing still good, or is that all like original?
Good. It's just the HVAC that went out on them last summer.
Okay.
The only reason they didn't redo it is because they were planning on moving this year, so they didn't really want to go through all that.
Got it. Okay. And do you know what it would appraise for on the back end if I was going to fix this up?
I think right around 350-ish. There's been a couple that have gone for like 400, 450, but the main thing that keeps those apart is those are brick, whereas this one's just siding, so that kind of adds a little bit of a gap between them. But I say on the high end, you're probably looking at 350, maybe 340-ish, 330 to be conservative.
Okay. And there were comps because I'm looking like as we're talking, the only stuff that I've seen is like 3-bed, 2-baths that have gone in like the higher threes, higher or closer to 4. And then
and I know a couple of those have an apartment studio as well. So I believe after I had spoken to the agents previously, right when I first saw this house, I can't remember the exact address, but I know 1 or 2 of them have an apartment in the back, and they were including that bedroom and bathroom in that total.
okay.
I know there's one that sold a couple weeks ago, I think, on Brooklyn for like 400, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the specifics of how many bedrooms and bathrooms that one has, but that one was a pretty close comp, I believe.
Yeah, that one actually is very cool. That was a 2-1, 1,000 square feet, so it's only 100 square feet off, and this was fixed up. So that's a good comp.
Well, do you know what the sales price was for it? I completely forgot.
402, 500.
Okay.
So yeah,
Gotcha,
and that was. Do you know if that one had an ADU as well?
Does it have a what? I'm sorry.
Did that one have an ADU as well?
What's an ADU? Like a separate, like an apartment space? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
I thought it did. I haven't seen it in a bit. It was pending for a long, long time. So
Got it.
I would keep checking the updates and I never heard back from that specific agent. I did reach out to them, but never heard back from them. So I don't remember if they have one or not. But I believe the description did mention something like that. So if you take a look at it, you might be able to see.
Got it. Okay. And is there any wiggle room on the price right now?
Yeah, there's some wiggle room. The only reason I haven't updated the listing price, decreased it, is because every couple of days I'll get like a call or an offer for like a cash offer. There's been a couple that have offered like creative financing at the list price.
Okay.
They just haven't really interested the seller too much. But yeah, there's definitely some wiggle room. Just depends on how much, I guess.
Okay. Like I just looking at it, I'd probably be like closer to the lower 300 range, and I would just have to check with my partner really quick. But if we were to like put a strong offer in where it was like all cash, we could close quickly, take it completely as is. Do you think that's something that they would be willing to work with if we could, like, in the lower 300 range?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry, lower 200
Lower
range, not
200.
300.
It depends how low. The last one we got was 225. They weren't, too scared off from it. The only issue was I have a feeling they were a wholesaler.
Got it.
And yeah, are you guys wholesalers?
I own a wholesaling company. I do buy myself, so I mean, it all depends on the property, but we're very active and very serious. Like, we're not here to waste anybody's time or hold people up in contracts and have to cancel them.
The main issue is that specifically is an option period. Like if you're an actual buyer, you can stop by and take a look at it. That they're willing to give you the time to bring in whoever. But I know some wholesalers will just add like a 7-day option period and just use that to market it and see what they get back. And that particular part scares me because they're a family friend.
Okay.
And so I really didn't want to waste their time and put them through that. And then at the end of the option they come back and say, hey, we got to drop the price $30K or we can't move forward. That was the only thing I didn't want to do is,
I completely understand that. And I mean, like, I'm very serious about what I do and I know my numbers. As long as I get it at the number that makes sense, whether I'm taking it or I give it to one of our partners that we already work with, like, the only time I've ever had to reduce a price is if I overestimated the ARV. So like, let's say on this one, I thought it was 400 and it's really 350. Or I underestimated the rehab. So like, as long as like everything is exactly how you say it is and there's nothing like underlying that we didn't talk about, then I'm never going to reduce the price on a contract. I just have to make sure that the numbers are what we think they are. And I do an option period in every contract I've ever done, but I make sure that, like, basically as long as the numbers are what we think they are and there's no surprises, we're never going to have to change price.
So let me ask you a quick question. What do you use the option period for then? If you're not gonna think you're gonna reduce price or anything, what's the main need for you for an option period? Just curious.
For me to have time to send my contractors and financial partners over there. Like, I literally don't send anyone out until we have a firm agreement in place, because I've had times where we send people out without an agreement in place and we think we have a deal, and then I literally I'm still able to contracted at the number that I have it at, and then the seller automatically changes their mind or something, and then we don't have a firm agreement in place. So like, literally just based off experience, like, I always put an option period in there, but it's not to like literally just market it and then that's it. It's like, yes, will I put it out to some of the people that we work with? Absolutely. But I am looking for flips for myself. So like, it literally just depends on.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. The only difference here is, you can obviously that the house has been on the market for a while. So we're, really not working directly with anyone else at the moment. So that for us wouldn't be, an issue. Like, we're not telling you to come take a look and also trying to sell it to someone else at the same time. We're open to having somebody come out and see it if you're truly looking to buy it for yourself. It just does make me a little bit nervous, because not only are we, relying on somebody to buy it, we're relying on multiple people to we're relying on the property, the transaction, the contract to change hands multiple times. That's kind of what what makes me nervous. I have no problems with, wholesaling properties. I've bought wholesale properties and done it myself.
Yeah.
But, as a wholesaler where the seller knew that was our intention. And I don't know, it makes me a little hesitant, to have somebody to represent them as as the sellers, and then just, assign it to, not assign it, but have a buyer come in and say they're going to buy it, and then they just end up wholesaling it.
Yeah. I mean, if they perform on it, would that be an issue? Like, have you dealt with situations where the wholesaler actually did get it closed?
So I've never actually done a deal with a wholesaler while I'm the listing agent. I've
Got
done
it.
deals with wholesalers, but not while I'm representing the seller.
Understood.
And so it gives me a little bit more of hesitation, just because I have a fiduciary duty to the seller.
No, absolutely.
And it's not just something that I'm trying to, make a nice assignment fee on or anything like that.
No, exactly. And I mean, when I wholesale, like, I'm not looking to make like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per deal. As long as I make, like, if I do end up wholesaling this, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to do, because as I said, I am looking for flips for myself. And if the numbers make sense and I can line everybody up in time, then I will take it down myself. But like, if I am going to assign it, it would probably be a 5 or 10K assignment so that I could get something on it. And then my investors would take it down and we would still honor the contract to its entirety. So like, and honestly, though, another thing I always say is, like, sometimes let's say you get a buyer that's a flipper with an option period. Like, if they don't want it for whatever reason that they see wrong with the property, they're not going to get it done. At least with me, like, I also wholesale. So if if there's something I find wrong with it that my guys can't handle, I can still get the deal done as long as the numbers are still what we thought they were,
Yeah.
So let me just place you on a brief hold. I'm going to talk to my partner and I'll tell you exactly where we could be, and hopefully we can get this done. And if not, then I'm sure we could do other business on other properties together.
Yeah, well, why don't we do this? Why don't you give me a call back a little bit later? I'm actually working on something else at the moment that I got to get back to. Or if you want to shoot me your contact info, shoot me a number, where you guys think you might be at, and then I can get with the sellers this evening and relay it and see what they think.
Okay, is there any way you could just give me like 30 seconds just so I could at least give you a number to see if we're even in like the ballpark?
Yeah, that's fine, as long as it's less than a minute, because I
No, I'll be
back to this other work I'm doing.
Absolutely, I'll be quick.
All right.
What do you think you need to be on this one?
I could probably there's a comp literally right next door that sold for 402. That's like literally, and it's a 2-1 1,000 square feet. And I don't think they had an ADU. So like 400 is probably my ARV. It's probably 60 grand of reno. So let me see really quick. I could be at 230. I could probably sell this for like 250.
What are they asking?
He said they had an offer at 225, but he thought it was a wholesaler, so he wasn't going to go with them. And I'm like, Juan says BDE. We're about to lock it at 225 right now. You ready?
Yeah, I would say 225 to 230, bro, and then let's just run it.
Let's get it. What's this guy's name again? Hey, you still there, Eduardo?
Yeah, still here.
Okay, cool. I could be at 225,000 all cash.
Okay, and how long would you need for the option?
7 days.
And that's the least you would
be
able to do on there?
Yeah. To be honest, I typically do 21 days and then I'll try to bring it down to 14. But I know I could get my guys over there in 7 days.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that's a long extension for, like I said, just for somebody to come in and run some numbers.
Yeah, no, trust me, I've had
contract.
I mean, 7 days isn't bad. I've had contractors that I thought I could get in within the 7 days, and then they literally had like their schedules full for the next 2 weeks, and it's taken me 21 days sometimes. But I have guys that are like basically good to go that should be available in the next 7 days if we get the contract done today.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, man. Let me relay it to the sellers this evening. I spoke to them over the weekend about some stuff and hadn't heard back yet. So I think they might be a little bit busy, but I'll try to get back to you tonight. I probably won't get back to you till tomorrow morning though. Just an FYI.
Yeah, that's fine. And if I don't hear from you, I'll circle back in the afternoon if that's okay.
Okay, sounds good, man. What'd you say your name was?
Joseph Bibbo.
Okay, what's the company name?
Dedicated Property Solutions.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good, Joseph. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, brother. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye. Well, I literally had
Beautiful.
to I had to spit some facts on this guy. I was just like, yeah, like I understand you don't like wholesalers, but I was like, look, at least with us, like if I don't want it myself, I could still assign it. Versus if I'm just a buyer and I don't want it myself and we're under contract now, I'm canceling. So, you know.
Yeah, that was actually really, really good. I like the way you handled that. Reynold, if you want the resource vaults for the cold calling script, the offer calculator, the list building video, and the appraisal rules, and all the resources that you need in order to be able to start making on-market offers today, then go ahead and DM me, and I will link you to the resource vault. All right. Good call, Joey. I love to see it. I love to see it.
I love when people have issues with wholesalers because then it's just like let's at least talk about it and figure out what hurt you in the past and how we could solve that in the future. Like
Facts.
like that, I understand this business has a bad name to it, but we will give it a good name by the time we're done with this challenge. Mark my words.
Facts.
I got to get to one of these people in the middle that have like 10 listings. This one lady, I found her like 4 times in Fort Worth, and then I go to Dallas and I found another one of hers in Dallas, and I'm like, this woman's a killer.
Those are the types of people I like to work with.
Same. I only want to work with action takers. I don't care if you don't know anything about real estate. If you're an action taker, hit me up. It's the only people I want to surround myself with.
Y'all can't hear my phone ringing, but it's because I have noise cancellation headphones. But my phone is ringing.
Hi, you reached Lydia with Money.
She said, "Oh, I remember this one." There's this one listing that was a duplex that I just called, and this thing was listed like 3 months ago when I first started calling in Fort Worth, and it's still available today.
Oh, snap. Send good vibes, y'all. We're trying to lock up a contract today. Hey, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property on Linda Lou Drive. I just wanted to see if it was still available.
What's the street number?
It is Linda Lou Drive.
1 second.
Got our headphones all messed up. I'm gonna call Jody back with my sub 2 deal and see if we can lock this up right now.
Is this property in San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this one is going on auction. The property sold as is, sight unseen. And to submit your offer or bid, you'll go to
realtybid.com.
Realtybid.com.
Yes.
Got you. Okay, so there's not a listing agent I can speak to put in my offer? I put it in there.
No. Yeah, you'll have to put it in on that website.
Realtybid.com. Lovely. Very good to know. I'm making a note right now, and I will send an offer today.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye. Realtybid.com. I've never heard of this before.
Did she say it was an auction?
I think that, oh, is that what she said? I thought she said something about an option.
Auction. Close.
Auction.
You were right
Oh. I'm like, yo, like I didn't know what was happening. And I'm like, this is weird, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was like this company called hubzoo.com, which is like an auction. It's like basically wholesalers, but they have like their own platform, and then they basically auction the properties off, and it like gets listed on Zillow. So I feel like that's kind of what this is.
Interesting. I'm not mad at it.
I mean, I kind of am. I want to hear that offer on the phone with the realtor.
Facts, though. All right, on to the next. Bro, lemonade and Sprite hit so hard, bro. Such a good
Jealous.
combination.
I ended up getting Chick-fil-A on Saturday, and I think I'm still feeling it today. But
What do you mean still feeling it?
like I'm hurting. Like I literally woke
Really?
up this morning. I mean, I'm good. I went to the gym, went for like a 2-mile walk.
Hey, Christian?
Yes, this is him.
Hey, this is Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I was calling about the property on Vestal Place. I saw there was listed. I just wanted to see if it was still available.
Yeah. So you're talking about 422 East Island?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that one's still available.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about it? I just want to see if that's a good fit for us.
Yeah, so the property was renovated throughout. This one's kind of set up to, it's not duplex, but it can be duplex if the owner wanted to, the next buyer wanted to.
Cool.
There's three bedrooms on each side, so 6 total.
Mm-hmm.
A kitchen, AC, everything. You can even have separate washer dryer hookups.
I love it. Okay, beautiful. And I'm definitely wanting to make an offer on this one. I'm not represented. I just wanted to see if I could pay 3% of your realtor commissions. Would the seller be willing to be flexible on price? That way I could, take some of their commissions off of their hands so that they know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I would definitely like to create a win-win situation here for all of us.
Yeah, you are going to be, is it coming in cash?
It would probably, it's probably going to be hard money or private money. So yeah, cash regardless.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we run a real estate team, so we're willing to represent you, or even if we need to do it to make the deal happen, waive the 3%. That way they can net more. Ideally, I mean, they're trying to get as much as possible.
Sure.
They're investors from Australia.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're trying to get as much as possible on this one.
Completely understood. It looks like it's been renovated already. The current asking price is that top of retail, or do you think that we'd be able to get more? Or what do you?
I would have to check out the CMA, honestly. This was actually my team lead's listing. So ideally he knows a lot more about this.
Okay.
It just happens to be under my license here.
Got you. Okay, completely understood. Okay, so and then they're investors, so they're obviously looking to make as much as possible. Are they flexible on the price if I were to come in cash?
Honestly, we've gotten some low offers, and they just outright don't want to counter or even entertain them.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to say if they're willing to accept something like that.
Okay, completely understood. Christian, I think I have all the information I need to see if this property qualifies for what we're looking for. We really need to deploy money, and we're looking to put it into assets that are going to make us some sort of ROI. I'm gonna place you on a brief hold. I'm gonna come back with a cash offer right now.
Okay, sounds good.
One second. Thank you. All right. So, I don't know why this is even on the list. I mean, I don't know. We'll see right now, but as I was looking at it, it looks like it's newly renovated. Don't get me wrong, mad ugly, bro. But um, let's see if this makes sense. I'm running the numbers right now, y'all.
I was muted. I said a realtor that had no time of day for me.
Oh,
He was not happy with me. It's listed at like
oh, you
189
just talked
for
to a
like,
realtor right now.
yeah, it's listed for 189 for like 75 days. And I was like, how flexible is the price right now? And he's like, the lowest that they're willing to take is 170. I just looked at comps. ARV's like maybe 275, probably 260 realistically. Needs a
Yikes.
full reno.
Yikes.
And I'm like 170, losing money at 170. So,
All
and he wouldn't
right,
let me put
let's
him on
see. Hold
hold.
on.
He's like, just call me back.
Hey, Christian.
Yes.
Hey, so for this one on Vistal, it looks like if we came in cash, we could be at 250,000 and we could close as soon as title is clear and pay all the closing costs. And then I'd also be willing to cover 3% of the commission, non-represented.
Understand. Could you write that up, send it to my email just so I can present that to both the team lead and the seller?
Dude, absolutely. I can text you right now. That way you have my info, and then I can send you an LOI along with proof of funds.
Okay, sounds good. I'll text you my email right now.
Okay, perfect. I feel like you were gonna say something though, and I spoke over you.
No, I was gonna. No, I think it was it. I'll text you my email. That way you have it directly, and then also I'm gonna text you my assistant's email. If you could CC that, that way she can review it as well.
Yes, sir. We'll do it. And if you could just give me like an hour and a half right now, I'm in a calling time block. I'm just looking to lock up deals right now, and then
No, you're good.
after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, then I'll send the LOI if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, brother. I'll text you right now. Nice to talk to you, Christian. Hopefully we can do some business. If not here, then in the future.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, brother. Bye. Dude, he seems like a hustler, that guy. I like the
He
way
sound-
he purports himself.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hey, Christian, this is Aaron.
And I'm shooting this guy this offer.
This is Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian, is Joe calling back? Yeah, so I ran the numbers and I talked to my partners. We'd probably have to be like 140 to 150 all cash.
Appreciate it. Like I said, he's looking for 170. We've already had offers in that range.
Okay, I mean, is there any way you could at least present it to him and just see if it's something like worst case, leave it as a backup offer?
Yeah, I'll present it, but like I said, we have multiple offers around that range, so
They're around the 170 range?
140, 150 range.
140, 150. Okay, and has there been anything like closer to the 170?
Yeah, we've had a couple. That's all out of contract.
Got it. Do you know why they fell out?
One was someone was trying to assign it, and then the other person just decided to back out with their partner.
Got it. Okay. Understood. So yeah, what's your email? I'll just send it to you in writing just so you have it.
Sebastian at 27realty.com.
27. And if I paid for 3% of the buy side of your commission, is there any way that might sweeten the pot for them?
Definitely might, but like I said, we've had multiple offers around the same from investors just like you, so don't know if that will change.
Okay.
But I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Do you have any other properties that are good for investors right now?
Not at the moment, thank you.
Okay, but do you come across stuff like this?
I do, but we usually have funds we send it to. But like I said, you can just email me and I'll keep your information down.
Cool. Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That guy was not trying to make money today. He was.
Yeah, bro. He's yeah. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that sauce.
He was trying to get me off the phone as quick as possible. I'm just like,
He ain't got the sauce.
brother, I
He
got.
ain't spicy sriracha. He ain't got the sauce.
He ate some ranch or something, bro. He was pissed. He was like, I need some spice in my life, and he didn't have it.
Bro, ranch goes hard though. You don't
No,
like
it
ranch?
does. No, I love ranch. I was just thinking of a different sauce than that spicy sriracha,
Nah, he
especially
doesn't
the
have sauce.
Chick-fil-A ranch.
My guy doesn't have sauce, bro. My guy was more on some mayonnaise, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Not that there's anything wrong with mayonnaise, but like compared to like the sauce,
After I had that sweet spicy sriracha sauce, I couldn't go back to the ranch sauce. So realtors, don't be that guy. You got somebody calling you with money, trying to spend money. Like, find out what he's looking for. Find out if you could generate a relationship. Do something.
crazy to me.
It's crazy.
People forget that
Bianca
Bianca
said
says
Miracle Whip.
Nah, people forget that people are our greatest asset in the world of business, right? Make connections with people. Be kind to people. Don't
That's
burn
it.
bridges with people as best as you can. Treat people well. People are the connection between you and your next 7 figures, and that is a fact.
Like, that kid doesn't realize, like, I could have been Donald Trump. He wouldn't have known. I could have been one of the richest people that have ever called him, but he has no idea because he didn't even give me the time of day.
Facts.
Granted, I'm not Donald Trump, but still. All right, he's gonna get a nice old red on the list. One of the best life lessons about being in business is you can genuinely do business with the people you want to do business with. So if people are just like assholes, you just don't have to do business with them. It's that simple.
Facts.
Let's call Wendell.
Hello, thank you for calling Millennium Realtors.
Chris says you just need a blonde wig, Joey. Bro, we should do that. We should have themes.
I'm so down.
Hey, Steven?
Yes,
Hey, this is Aaron.
Aaron.
I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting yet. I was calling about the property on Irish Mountain.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to see if it was still available. I might be interested in taking that one if we're a good fit.
Okay. Are you a realtor, investor?
I am an investor. I'm unrepresented, but I am looking to deploy some capital and take down a couple deals here over the next month or so.
Okay. Are you looking for fix and flips, buy and holds?
Pretty much anything where I can get an ROI. I mean, obviously, if it needs some TLC, I don't, my team doesn't mind flipping it. If the numbers make sense, then probably somebody in my network would want to take it down as a buy and hold for an Airbnb or rental. I think Airbnb is starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if that one makes sense for Airbnb based on location. I mean, you're probably 12 plus miles from Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buy and hold is, to me, that's the most ideal.
Okay.
The fix and flip, I don't think the numbers are going to make sense based on what the property needs. I mean, it needs basically a cosmetic makeover.
Yeah.
And if you guys have the crew to do it, you're talking paint, carpet, fixtures, and appliances, but making it rent ready, I don't think it would take 15, 20 grand. and that might be even, overextending depending on how, extensive your crew is. It's if you haven't on other projects, but that property, it's only 1,100 square feet, so it's too bad. 1.5 bath.
It shows 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it shows 1,500 square feet. Is that incorrect? Or am I looking at the wrong thing? Is this is the proper? Oh, this is Irish Mountain, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I was looking at the wrong file. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, this is a half duplex.
Yep.
I don't know what some people have said. Oh, it's a duplex. I'm interested. I'm like, you're not finding any duplexes that have been in the market this long for $200,000.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, so you're saying it is a duplex?
It's not a duplex. It's just an attached single family.
Got you. Because right when you said that, I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, it does look like it could be a duplex. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
They're individual units, but it's an attached, so you have one connection.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 bath, 1.5 bath.
Lovely. Okay.
But yeah, cosmetically, it's just, it's right now it's just grossly overpriced.
Yeah, what I was gonna ask was I don't want to be insulting. I'm obviously here to do good business. Are they flexible at all in price? Like, let's say I were to come in, I'm unrepresented. Let's say I was willing to pay 3% of your commissions just to let them know, hey, I'm willing to play ball. I do want to make this happen. Can y'all work with me on price here? Because I do feel like this is a little steep, but I love this zip code.
I mean, you're flexible. It just comes down to, what you're willing to offer.
Sure. Okay. Okay, got you. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is pretty straightforward. What I'm gonna do is, if you don't mind, I'm gonna place you on hold. I'm just gonna get with my underwriting team really quick and see what I can offer you right now in terms of cash, and I can be right back. All right, 1 second, brother. All right, I was a little bit weak on how I placed them on hold. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I think I just got the jitters. I don't know why. Sometimes that happens whenever I'm on calls. I'll just get nervous. But anyway, let me underwrite this really quick. Basically, this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,052 square foot property in Fort Worth. And basically, it only needs cosmetic. I think that it's currently listed at its ARV. So really, if I'm being all the way 100, I'm thinking, bruh, I'm gonna need to be, man, bro, I need to be at like 150 in order for this to work. So we'll see right now if he'll even consider this.
Shoot that offer.
Steven. Hey, Steven. Hey, Steven, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, brother. So it looks like what we can do on this one is I'd be willing to pay your 3% of your commission. I can pay all of the closing costs, and we can come in at about $160,000 cash, and we can close as soon as title's clear.
As is, no inspections?
As is, dude. If we could do the if we could do the 160, I don't need an inspection. As is.
Okay. I mean, if you're buying an LLC, I need LLC docs. Whoever's signing on the authorization, we have to put a contract together before they'll entertain anything.
Do you want me to drop the contract, or do you want me to go ahead and send an LOI via email that way to see if the terms even make sense, or what do you prefer? I just want to get the deal done.
Yeah, we don't do LOIs.
I can drop a purchase agreement, no problem. If you would just allow me, because right now I'm in a call time block. I'm just trying to lock up deals right now. But if you were to give me the next 2.5 hours or so, I can have that purchase agreement sent over to your email.
You have my email?
I do not. May I have it, please?
Yes, S. Robertson
S 004. Okay, perfect. And then go ahead.
We would need proof of funds and LLC docs included with that email.
No
If you
problem.
want the offer entertained to be submitted to the seller.
No problem at all. I can have those items delivered into your email in the next hour and a half or a couple hours or so, and then I'll text you. Is this your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. I'll text you as soon as the email is sent over with proof of funds. And yeah, and even if we don't do business on this one, brother, I like your vibe and your energy. If you come across any other investor deals, please keep me in mind, and hopefully we can build a long-term relationship.
Okay. Yeah, and I have another one that's on the market. It's a buy and hold. I mean, it's literally turnkey, but ready. 1140 Boxwood.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna write that down in my notes, and then what I can do is underwrite that one as well. What is the address? Mhm. What city is it in? Beautiful. Is that one listed already?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will look that one up as well, and then I can submit an offer to you on that one to let me know what your thoughts are.
Buy and hold.
Beautiful. Okay, I love it. I love it. Steven, you rock, dude. I really look forward to talking to you a little bit later, and I'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Bye. All right. Bianca wants to know, how did I come about not having not putting an inspection period? Because it's such a good deal, I didn't want to lose it, and so I punked out. That's how, like, dude. Okay, so just so you know, Bianca, so this property is currently listed for 220. I offered 160, and it hardly needs any work at all. Now, when I say hardly needs any work, I mean that it's only cosmetic. Granted, this is probably only like a $10,000 to $15,000 deal, but bro, I'm just trying to build momentum right now, fam.
Who
So
cares? It's money.
yeah, exactly. So
Like,
I went against the rules. I went against the rules, Joey, and that's what Bianca's asking. She's like, so you're not gonna put? She's like, how'd you decide you didn't need an inspection period? And it's just such a good deal. I'm like, dude, I don't need an inspection period.
yeah.
Like just
I mean,
let's
I
just
have one
lock
that
it
I'm
up.
doing that on too. It's like we're showing it to one of our buyers real quick, making sure he's good at our numbers, and then we're locking it up with no inspection, because that's like the only sticking point that's not letting us lock up this deal. It's like
Yeah.
literally we're negotiated, we know we're good, but they're like no option period, and I'm like, can we pay $100 for an option period? They're like, no. I'm like,
Yeah.
I pay 1,000. I'm not paying 1,000, but
So Bianca says, where do you have the time? Well, I have the time in the contract. I just need to be able to close by the end of the contract.
or else you lose your
Um,
deposit.
yeah, or I lose my deposit. Now in Texas, I have 3 days to drop the deposit. I have 72 hours to drop the deposit. So I can be slick and not drop the earnest money deposit for 3 days, and then I will shop it during that time. I've done that before. I know that there's going to be people watching this right now that are going to be like, "You scumbag! You need to go home." You know what I mean?
I need to go home.
I already know that there's going to be people in my inbox talking about I'm demonizing this industry, um, but also I could just put up the EMD. It's a really, really good deal. I could put up the 1% EMD for $160,000 purchase price. We sell it for $175,000. This property will move. It's in DFW, fam. It's just grossly overpriced given its current as is condition. That's why when I made him that significantly lower offer, that's why he's like, just draw it up. I think he knows, like he knows good and well. So like I think y'all should go back and replay that call. I think that was really, really dope.
Yeah, I missed the whole thing. I was on the phone with another realtor who's currently on hold right now. I'm just analyzing another property. Is a house and a lot right next door to each other that they're selling, and it's in Fort Worth, and me and Chris have one under contract in Fort Worth with this exact same situation, and it literally almost fell through last week because they had an ADU on the property, and apparently they built the ADU like adjacent to the other side of the lot. So now if you want it, you'd have to like replat the lot. But basically, we got to get a survey now to just prove that the ADU is on the lot we think it is, and then we're good to go. But you gotta be careful with those ADUs down there in Texas. We don't have those up here in Jersey.
Facts, man. Big major facts.
I don't even know how to comp this one either. This guy's name. You still there, Charles?
Yeah, Joseph, I'm here. Yes, sir.
Okay, really quick. What do you think the house on Nelms would appraise for? Because I know it's only like 600 square feet, and there's not many other.
That's the golden question of the day, Joseph.
I'm like sitting here looking at these comps, and I'm like, there is nothing this small that is sold over here. So now we gotta. I'm kind of just comping it for the land at this point. But I know, like, obviously there's a structure there, and it does need some work. But I'm just thinking, like, it's definitely worth more than the land, but it's just hard to comp because there's no ARVs that are this small.
Listen. I tell my client, dude, if this just could have been a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, that makes all the difference in the world. I mean, of course, those are, but you know as well as I do, it's just like it's like yikes, yeah.
And that's what I kind of just want to comp it for the land so that I could, like, at least my offer I know we could perform on. I don't want to like lock this up too high and have to come back and rehash with you guys. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate you for being. You seem like very serious. Definitely seem like you know what you're doing. So I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate the call. I'm thinking realistically, Joseph, because it is nice and he's done a lot to it. It's just like the other one, ceramic tile, laminate woods. It doesn't have central air and heat, but the roof is and all the windows have been replaced. And he took the second bedroom and made it into a utility room. So to answer your question, I'm thinking between 90 and 130
for the after repair value.
It's pretty much right now done after repair value, but yes, I mean,
okay.
Not wholesale, retail, correct.
Okay, because then I'd probably honestly be in the lower hundreds. Like I could get this done. We could take both of them, but I'd probably honestly be maybe 110, 120, and it would be all cash. We could close quick, but that's probably where we'd have to be because the land value over there. I see a couple lots sold across the way, and they sold in like the 50 and 60 range. So I'd probably be somewhere around there for the land, and then around like probably 70, 80 for the house that's already there.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you tell me. All you can do is if you send it over, I'll definitely present it naturally. You know how that works.
Absolutely.
I know for a fact that he's probably not going to go that low.
Okay.
But if you send it over, what I'll do is I'll go back and relook at the comps, and then I'll talk to him, and then we'll get, if nothing else, he'll at least counter back. How about that?
Exactly. No, and I appreciate that. And honestly, I mean, worst case, I'll run my numbers too and see if we could come up a little bit. But I know confidently, like 110, 120, I could get this closed pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Well, I'll wait to see for you, and you've got my email, so I'll wait for your proposals.
Yes, I'm going to send everything over in probably the next 20 minutes. I'm just finishing up a call block, and then I'll send everything over.
All right. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Charles. Have a great rest of your day, brother. Bye-bye.
All right. We got some questions in here. In YouTube world, Andreas says, question, do you add and or assigns after your company name? We have, but also especially in the state of Texas, and this is true federally, but I'm also not qualified to give legal advice. Just so you know, I'm an entertainer. This is for entertainment purposes only. But every contract is assignable by nature unless otherwise stated in the agreement. So you don't have to put and or assigns. We do, just because my transaction coordinator is so thorough and like compliant, but like we've assigned contracts without having the clause in there because the contract is assignable by nature. In fact, in commercial agreements, there's a clause in Texas for the Texas Real Estate Commission. In commercial agreements, there's a clause that says that you can check this contract is assignable or is not assignable, because they know that every contract by nature is assignable. So
Yeah.
they have to state in commercial contracts that something is not assignable because they know that by nature it is. But anyway, Andreas, I'm not trying to make you. Yeah, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. If somebody calls us out for it because they're like, "Oh, you're a wholesaler, you're an investor," we remove the and or assigns. We're like, okay, like that's not a problem. We're still gonna do what we're gonna do. Sometimes we even have to. Let me take this a step further. I think Joey was just talking about this earlier today. Like we've had people say, are you going to assign this? And we say, sometimes we do. Like, I don't know if we are yet, depending on our exit strategy. Sometimes we will though. And if they're like, well, if you're going to assign it, I don't want to do it. Then we say, oh, that's totally fine. We won't assign it. But then if I'm still going to
Well,
wholesale,
I mean, I'll take it a
close
step further though. I'll be like, well, why don't you want to, like, who cares if I can perform on the price that we all agreed on? Like, who cares if I assign it? Because once you start getting into like more deals and understanding deal structure, like let's say I want to buy a house right now, right? And I contracted this house. And let's say that my hard money lender is only willing to give me 50K for the rehab, right? And I need 60K for the rehab, for example. I'm going to put a 10K assignment in that contract to myself, which is perfectly legal. I'm not a lawyer either, so don't take this with a grain of salt. But I will assign it to myself, and you can literally earn assignments on every deal that you buy personally, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's fully legal, and you're literally just making money on your own money. So that's one thing I will say. And not only I will tell realtors this, because I have a deal right now in New Jersey that I'm trying to get locked up, and my realtor said I can't assign it. But the thing, and I was going to add this to Aaron's point, if it's a New Jersey state realtor contract, and I'm sure a lot of other states have the same thing, there's literally a non-assignment clause in that contract, meaning like if you go through the realtors, most of the time you can assign it, so you need that language in there. So that's when it's like when we're dealing direct to seller with just a traditional seller, you don't need to put that in there. But if it is a contract that states in the contract that you cannot assign it, then you literally would have to double close to get paid on that if you assigned it, or you just put in the contract, I have the right to assign this contract or designated entities. Not an attorney. Don't take legal advice from me. But yeah, you can just make sure that you know your language and what's in there and what you have to get, and speak to an attorney too, so that they can explain to you every part of this, because they'll explain it probably a hell of a lot better than me and Aaron could explain it.
Yeah, big major facts. I love it. I love it. Clayton Smith says, are you guys using your normal assignment contract in these? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Same assignment. I'm using the same purchase agreement. Shoot. Everything is the same virtually in these deals, except for the individuals that we're going direct to, which are the realtors. Just so you know, Clayton. Good questions. Joey, I have to run some errands based on what I was telling you before.
Yeah, you're good.
We hopped on this. So we're gonna have to cut short, but tomorrow at 11 a.m. CST sharp, we will be going live, y'all. We've had an average of 95 people on this call on a Monday, bro. That's crazy across all platforms. I think we have like 17 or so on Facebook. We have a YouTube, LinkedIn, IG. Really, really dope to see all of you guys out here showing love. So we really appreciate you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow, and me and Joey will have updates. Joey, I'll hit you up in a little bit.
Yeah, I got you.
Deuce.
Peace.
See you guys soon. Let's get it.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop.